In this video, I'm going to be comparing two iPad Air 4 cases, and this is the Ultra Hybrid Pro from Spigen. That's what it's called, the case. And this is the Spigen Rugged Armor Pro. And this one, the first one, the Ultra Hybrid Pro, has a smooth surface on it. It's very smooth, little mark there as well, because I've been using this case. This is my iPad case, and this is my mother's case. And as you can see, it has a kind of textured surface on it, and if you want to grip it, this is the best one. Like if you're carrying it around everywhere, this is probably a better case. And you won't slip out your hand so easily, where the smoother surface one will slip out your hand easier. If you live in a hot country, probably this is a better case to get, because sometimes your hands get slippery and it could just slip out your hand, you know. So this is probably a better case to get, especially if you're clumsy or something like that. But if you turn it over to the back, I think the design of this case is a lot nicer. And you can see the color of the iPad you bought, and it just looks nicer than this one. But it's all about preference. Like you might prefer this case, you might think the design looks great, but personally, I prefer the design of this case. It has kind of, what do you call this? Thick rubber, I don't know, air cushions. But there's some kind of thick rubber here as well, so it will maybe protect it if you drop this case. I would say this case is slightly lighter than this case as well. Not by much, but I think it's slightly lighter. And these are both very nice cases, but definitely I prefer this case. I just think it looks a little bit better. But they're both nice cases, as I said. Let's see something else about this case. As you can see here, the pen part, it's got a longer, it sticks out more from the case, so your pen should be placed in better there. With this case, look, you see it's kind of shorter. It's got a shorter thing sticking out. Let me compare them. I don't know if you can see it there. So this one's slightly longer. And I don't use a pen for my iPad anyway, so shorter thing sticking out there is probably better. So if you're looking at these two cases, personally I prefer this case. Even though it's slightly heavy, it doesn't really bother me. I don't know, maybe you might be bothered by slightly more weight, but it doesn't bother me at all. So that's it really.